evening and welcome to another edition of Hgp Sport. For today, I'm Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Making the cast this evening, President of the Guyana Football Federation, Wayne Ford, engages head of the Brazilian Federation in historic meeting. Let's join Samuel Gillis for the details.
Presidents of neighboring federations, Guyana and Brazil, engage each other at the Brazilian Football Federation on Thursday. High on the agenda was the presentation and discussion of a memorandum of understanding between two nations for the further advancement of the game in Guyana. President of the Guyana Football Federation, Wayne Ford, in presenting the MOU to his counterpart, indicated that this historic agreement will be very beneficial to Guyana's continued development. Included in the MOU are areas for coaches, referees, competition management, sports marketing, infrastructural development, and pitch maintenance. President Ford said, "There is no quick fix to genuine football development. However, the process could be less difficult with technical assistance from the Brazil Football Federation. The CBF has been very positive throughout our discussions, and they too have asked what took us this long to engage them." The Brazil interface between the two presidents will be followed up with another meeting when the presidents assemble for the 69th FIFA Congress, which will take place at the Paris Expo. For Hgp Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Works on the basketball court and the Bartica Community Center ground is progressing well and is scheduled to be completed within the next 2 weeks. A quick word with the mayor of Bartica, Gifford Marshall, reveals that remedial works is currently ongoing and will be completed shortly.
Quite successful. The stand I left there this morning, the pavilion to see, will be completed within a matter of weeks. As a matter of fact, it's just the sheets, the zincs as such, the roofing need to be placed on. And the field, of course, just have a little bit of remedial work to get done, and then we're through with that. So that project is progressing nicely.
The National Sports Commission, in a collaborative effort with the Town Council, has doled out over $35 million towards the upgrading of facilities there, with more to be spent. Upgrading of the Mungripper and Agatash playgrounds will also be done and is expected to be completed by the end of this year.
So have another 2 grounds in the township that we need to have developed as quickly as possible, and we're working on that, and hopefully by the end of this year we'll have the Mungripper playfield and the Agatash ground, Agatash playfield up to scratch. But it's a work in progress, sometimes because of weather and other procurement, challenges. We don't get to move as fast as we want to, but it's on the front burner, and we will continue to invest in that.
The town is preparing for its second cycling meet for the year, with over 20 countries scheduled to take part in this year's Caribbean Cycling Championship. This event will also mark Guyana's first international meet. Let's turn our attention to some cricket news. Aggressive left-hander Guyana's Shemron Hetmai is hoping to use the World Cup to make an indelible mark on the international stage. Here again is Samuel Gillis.
Shemroy Etimaya, 22 years old, was one of 7 players who joined the Windies camp last Saturday. After completing his contract in the lucrative Indian Premier League, Etimaya had been a settled member of the West Indies one-day international squad in recent times and had made the most of the opportunities, averaging nearly 41 from 25 appearances. He struck an unbeaten 104 against England earlier this year in Bridgetown, the last of his 4 ODI hundreds, which came in relatively quick time. According to CMC England, Etimaya said he was pleased with his career to date, but was aware that he also needed to capitalize on opportunities to make bigger scores. But Etimaya went down for only 11 on Wednesday in a practice match against Australia. For Hgp Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
And finally in sport this evening, some horse racing news. Ryan Crawford Memorial Turf Club in Alness, Berbice is hoping to be dusty come Sunday, where the country's top horses will be on show. The J-Class and lower horses is the main event, with 5 other races looking to cash in on the $2 million purse. Ebony Prince, Orion Flojo, Silver Charm, First Prince, Red Jet, The Rock, Lucky, Byron Ozuna, Up Front, and Masapeta Doctor are some of the horses that will be on show. Race time is 13 hours. That concludes our cast for this evening. I'm Jaden Samuels reminding you, as always, to say yes to sport, yes to life, and no to drugs. Good night.